So, one of the many questions we get asked is, how do we decide places where we're going to travel? Well, today we're going to be talking about that. But also, before we start, know that this is a collaboration. So, a lot of YouTubers are going to be talking about it as well.
Yeah, these all around us are going to post a video. Make sure you go visit their channel. We're going to put an end screen on the end of this video, so you can just click on that and it'll take you to a playlist. And we're also going to put everybody in a link below, so you can find it that way. Please watch everybody comment.
Oh, sounds good. Let's go right into it.
All right, so the question is, how do you pick where you're going to go? Where are you going to go on a big RV trip? How do you pick where it is? And I'm going to tell you, that's changed for us over the last few years. Because before you and then your sister started school, we would just make a wish list, pick whichever one we wanted to go to, and then we'd go there during the time when there'd be the less crowds and the weather would be perfect.
Yep, but school is getting harder by year.
Yeah.
So we have less and less time, and so we don't get to be as selective about time.
Yeah, time means that we're going to be taking our vacations at the same time everyone else with school-age kids is taking their vacation. So there's going to be crowds, and it's only a certain time of year. So we started having to get a little bit more systematic how we picked our trips. And so we've developed a formula that works for us. So the first thing we do is, as a family, we've made a wish list where everybody just wrote down places they'd like to see.
Yep.
So that's how we start out. Then we've prioritized that list a few different ways. One is, if there's a place where if you don't go soon, you may not get to go. Maybe it's because it deals with a special event. Yeah, out of RV world, but that's why we went to Russia when we did. We thought,
Kuba was gonna do something stupid, and
yeah, and we do the same thing with RVing. Maybe there's a glacier that you really want to see that's been, shrinking in size. Maybe this is the time to go see it. Maybe there's, something that only happens once in a great while, such as I think we went and watched a solar eclipse once. So you need to be somewhere at that time. It won't be available again. So those get priority, because if you don't go, you might not ever get to go.
How you doing, son?
Oh, I'm just looking at places we haven't gone yet, and I noticed you haven't been to the Yukon yet.
You mean for our 3-day weekend in January?
I don't see the issue.
Once we've limited that priority list down to things that, based on need to go now and our wish list, then we limit it down a little bit further. And basically what we look at is, how much time do we have? Is there enough time to do that? Is the weather right for the time we're going? And also, cost and expense, right?
yes.
Sometimes we might want to do a trip to Alaska, but if you only have a week, that's not going to happen. And it's definitely not going to happen over Christmas break. So
Yeah.
So that's one of the things we do. So then we limit it down. Now we've got the list a lot smaller of what we're going to do.
Yep. So the third thing that we do is we go somewhere that somebody in the family had wanted to go to, that they haven't gotten to pick a place in a while. I probably worded that badly, but basically, for example, he really wanted to go to Maine, so we went to Maine. I really wanted to go to Japan, we went to Japan. My mom really wanted to go to the Keys, so she went to the Keys, right? But my sister really hasn't picked anywhere in a long time. So we're letting her pick our next place.
Yeah, so if you haven't got to pick in a while, we haven't gone to a place you picked in a while, you get to kind of shorten the list again to 2 or 3 things that you really would like to do, and then we put it to a family vote.
Yep.
Now, in the family vote, we ask everyone to consider, is it somewhere we've already gone? Because if there's a place we haven't been and a place we haven't gone, we'd probably want to try the new experience first.
For sure.
Though sometimes it's nice to go back to somewhere you really enjoyed. So we discuss that, etc. And then we put it to a family vote. And we honor the vote, right? I mean, so everyone gets to pick, everybody has a say-so, and it's somewhere everyone wants to go. So that's really our process. It's not complicated or anything.
It's not complicated at all.
Yeah. The one thing I would say is, once we pick what we're going to do, then we decide how we're going to do it and where we're going to stay. We've already done a video that talked about how we pick our RV camp, and you definitely go watch that. Well,
So
go watch
that's it.
everybody else's video.
Watch everybody else's, and have a great rest of your day, whatever you're doing.